Well, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to this much anticipated day of celebration in Southwest Louisiana. Let's give a round of applause. I'm Glenn Leday, Secretary of the Louisiana Department of Transportation and Development, and I will be the MC today. I know we are truly thrilled that we are here today to mark the formal start of construction on one of the most anticipated and iconic projects in the state's transportation history. This project is not only a new modern bridge and widened interstate system on the nationally significant I-10 corridor, but also marks a $2.3 billion investment in our state and region. And it also signals a great transformation and modernization of our highway and bridge system. And we are just excited to be here today. I would like to start by specifically thanking and welcoming Governor Jeff Landry and FHW Administrator Sean McMaster for taking time to be here today. Their hard work and efforts on projects like this demonstrate how important this transportation corridor is to Southwest Louisiana and the nation. Let's give them a round of applause. We are also pleased to welcome our many partners today, the local, state, and federal officials, the industry partners, and representatives of the project team that are all here today. Please join me in thanking our congressional delegation and Louisiana legislative leaders for their leadership. Specifically, House Transportation Chair Ryan Boriak, Senator Mark Abraham, and Representative Philip Tarver, and all the elected officials that are here today and dedicated to rebuilding our state's transportation infrastructure. And also, please join me in thanking our hardworking team that made this possible, including Secretary Courtney Burdette, Colonel Robert Hodges, and our DOTD team led by our project manager, Paul Vaught, our district administrator here in District 07, Seth Woods, as well as our governor's office team, and all members that have dedicated years to make this project a reality. All of you have been instrumental in helping us implement the largest transportation project in our state's history. Another round of applause for all their hard work. Thank you. Additionally, this project is one of the most significant public-private partnerships, with our private partners joined in with the state to deliver, finance, and maintain this multi-billion-dollar project. They have many representatives in attendance. Let's thank them for their investment and their commitment to Southwest Louisiana, and for their presence not only here today, but in the future over the next 50 years. As we begin this event today, I'd like to ask Christian Baptist Church and Missionary Baptist State Convention President, Pastor Edward Alexander, to lead us in the invocation. Please stand and join our pastor.
Let us pray. We come with grateful hearts, grateful for the vision, the resources, and the unity, realizing the significance of this project. We ask our blessing, dear God, upon this project from beginning to end. Grant the planners wisdom as well as the engineers. And we pray, dear God, for the safety of all the workers. Let this bridge be a symbol of hope and unity that bridged people and the community together, and a safe passage for all those who cross over it. In Jesus' name, amen.
Thank you, Pastor. If we could stay standing. We are also very fortunate to have sisters Caroline and Catherine Harrison, the Calcasieu Parish Middle School and Elementary School Students of the Year, to lead us in the pledge. Please join us. Thank you for being here.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, Caroline and Catherine. Appreciate you being here with us. We are also so very grateful to be here in Southwest Louisiana and have great local partners. And so we've got three leaders in this community that have joined together to help us welcome everybody. And so we'd like to really kick off this historic event with some thoughts from them and allow them to share some introductory remarks. First, please welcome Lake Charles Mayor Marshall Simeon to the podium. Mayor Simeon's team has been instrumental in pulling this great day off today. So thank you, Mayor. Say a few words.
I was about to say, everyone, please have a seat. Well, welcome. On behalf of the residents and the citizens of the city of Lake Charles, I say welcome. Today is a great day. Governor, Deputy Secretary, this is a big deal. This is a very big deal in our part of the state. If you look around, we've got the bugs out here. That means they're love bugs. So that means there's a lot of love going through our area today, huh? Yesterday, we started off on the Westlake side of the lake, and Mayor Hal McMillan, thank you so much, because that was a wonderful, wonderful start of this celebration. And today, I welcome you to the Lake Charles side of the lake. And to my friends who came from overseas, who helping us put together this wonderful project. This is that lake area vibe that we have going on over here. And welcome to Southwest Louisiana. Today, we do the groundbreaking on a bridge. But it's not just a steel, concrete, and trestle. It's a symbolic bridge of a number of things. It's a bridge of commerce. This entire area was built because of the commerce that comes over this area. It's a bridge of connection. It connects the west side of the Calcasieu River to the east side of the Calcasieu River and makes us all one. But it's also a bridge to the future. It's a bridge to the future of Southwest Louisiana and to what we call home. When you look at this bridge in the background, that bridge was built in 1952, and it serviced 37,000 cars a day. Today, that bridge services 90,000 cars a day and growing. And when you look at it, that 90,000 cars a day translates into 32,850,000 cars a year. And that's not just cars, that's the souls that travel. And my prayer every day is that everyone can travel through this area in this corridor in safety, because their families, their dreams, their aspirations travel with them to wherever their destination is. And I want to thank those that came here today, because as we break ground on this transformational project, not only are we building bridges to culture, bridges to economics, bridges to connect our community, we're building bridges to safety, we're building bridges to save lives, and we're building bridges that are going to be proud to talk about for the longest time. We've been talking about replacing this bridge for a long time. And today it is finally here. Governor, this is a big deal. I got to say, I woke up this morning doing my happy dance because I knew this was coming. But I say, welcome. Thank you so much to all of my city councilmen out there. Thank you for the support that you give to the city. To all of those who put this event together, thank you. And let's go ahead and break bread, turn over dirt. Let's move into the future of Southwest Louisiana. Thank you.
Now I'd like to ask Westlake Mayor Hal McMillan to the podium. And this project is more than just a widened corridor and a bridge. It's also work at the Sampson Street. That's a key part of the project that will help improve safety and reliability for Westlake. The mayor has been a great partner and advocate for this project, and he welcomed us last night, as Mayor Simeon said, in a great welcoming reception. So thank you, Mayor, for a few words.
Thank you, man. Thank you. What a great day in Southwest Louisiana. I'm pretty happy. I'm pretty pumped up about the excitement that's in the air, what's happening with this project. Most of y'all know, January 7th, I had bypass surgery. I didn't even know I was going to get to be here. Good Lord kept me around for a reason. Thank you, God, and I give you all the grace for that. I'm honored to be here with you today. I can tell you, this is going to be a major game changer for Southwest Louisiana. Started out on the Westlake City Council, spent 5 years on that, 20 years on the Calcasieu Parish Police Jury, and now the honor of being mayor of Westlake. But my greatest honor is being Sue's husband. There you go, baby. I tell you what, I outran the coverage on that, and y'all know it. We had a great party last night. It's easy to have a big party. Sean, thank y'all, and Patricia and Mimi and all the things that y'all did that put on a good party. We wanted to show the Spaniards. We do this every weekend, guys. Y'all come on back, come join us because we're thrilled to have you here. Marshall was talking about the traffic. Okay, we have 40,000 cars a day that come down Sampson Street. You multiply that out by 365, and it's over 14.5 million cars come down Sampson Street. And we're going to have an overpass. Here's the deal. I'm excited about the bridge. 70 years of my life has been spent in Westlake, and I have waited on trains for over 2 weeks of my life. If you take 30 minutes a month and multiply it out times 70 years, over 2 weeks of my life has been sitting waiting at trains. Speaking of Westlake, the two little girls that did the pledge, both Westlake students. Give them a big hand. There's my girls right there, come from a great family. They're doing a great job for us. The overpass is going to mean so much to us, and now's the time. Now is the time to invest in Westlake. I want to tell you just a quick little thing about my hometown. We're going to have the I-10 corridor. We're going to be easy on, easy off access. Y'all probably know the Scott exit, exit 97. Exit 27 is fixing to kick them. We're going to stop them right there before they ever get to 97. I want my own best stop in Karcher's and Don's and Billy's. We're going to make it happen right here in Westlake. Now's the time to invest into Sampson Street corridor. I can tell you, that's going to be a good traffic flow. Already 40,000 cars a day. The number one thing, I sold real estate back in 1986, and the number one thing they said when I say, hey, we got a really nice house in Westlake, oh man, we don't want to wait on trains. Our kids, our grandkids will no longer be waiting on trains. Governor, thank you so much, man. That's going to be a big day for Westlake. It is such an honor to be here. If you're from Westlake, raise your hand right now. There, look at all our Westlake people in the house. God bless you. Thank you. Marshall and I are going to work together. I can't say enough about the guys that are building this. Here's what I want you to really know. It's a public-private partnership. And until they get that toll, their investment don't start returning. So they're going to build this as quickly as possible. They're telling me we'll be driving on the new bridge and the new overpass by the fourth quarter of 2030. And they're going to tear down the old bridge. The toll won't even happen to 2031. So we're going to get about a year of free driving right there. And by the way, if you're in Westlake and you don't want to pay a toll, you can always loop around 210. But the toll, I'm hoping I can get with my governor and my senators or my parish police jury and buy down the toll for the locals. Wouldn't that be fabulous? God bless you, Governor, all of y'all. Thank y'all for what you're doing. All my senators and state reps. God bless you and thank you for being here. Welcome to Westlake. Hope to see you there.
Yeah. And also with us this afternoon is the Calcasieu Parish Police Jury President, Brian Abshire. The parish has been really a key partner and supporter, providing permitting support for the project. And so we certainly wouldn't be here today without the parish. So Brian, if you would say a few words. Thank you.
Good afternoon, and thank you for being here for this important and momentous occasion. As the chief elected official of Calcasieu Parish, I am happy to be here to bridge the gap between East and West Calcasieu Parish. It is so important to have this bridge, not only for our parish and for the viability of our families, but for the entire country. I-10 moves commerce from the East Coast to the West Coast. And without this bridge, we can't operate. The Calcasieu River Bridge has served this parish for decades, but we all know the challenges that it presents today, safety and other reliability. We're here today to celebrate the project that is a result of a monumental effort by a lot of folks from many different entities over many, many years. It was just a few years ago, I say a few years, 5, 6 years, that President Trump was here and he made everybody a t-shirt out of Calcasieu, or however he said the word. And then just a few years after that, I met here on this very seawall with President Biden, and he promised a bridge. Well, today, through the efforts of our local delegation and our wonderful governor, Jeff Landry, we're able to have a new bridge. It may be a few years before we can actually cross it, but it's going to be a bridge that brings everyone together. So I thank you all for being here. I welcome everything that this new opportunity brings, and I look forward to all of our communities working together. Thank you.
So as we all know, the project obviously is not only local, but regional, statewide, but it's also a national, of national importance and really a major energy corridor in our nation, as we all know. And so given this impact, we are fortunate to share comments from the Honorable Mike Johnson, Speaker of the House of Representatives. So please turn your attention to the video and we will hear some thoughts from Speaker Johnson.
Hi, everyone. Speaker Mike Johnson here. I wish I could be with you all on Lake Charles today to celebrate this much-needed project finally becoming a reality. It's truly a joyful day in South Louisiana. It was in 2019. I was with President Trump there when we drove over the Calcasieu River. He recognized the great strategic importance of that region, and now we're making the vision for the bridge a reality. It's a life-changing situation, a life-changing thing for many citizens and businesses in Southwest Louisiana, but also for our entire country, as you know. Southwest Louisiana accounts for much of our nation's LNG exports, and we certainly need key infrastructure to support American energy dominance and national security. This bridge will drastically improve safety for the over 90,000 daily drivers and support the region's rapid economic growth. We're also excited about it. I'd like to thank my good friend, Secretary Duffy and Governor Landry for their leadership, and to our local partners, of course, who worked so hard to make this a reality. America is strong, and it's through these investments that we maintain that advantage. I hope you all enjoy this special day. Look forward to my next visit to Southwest Louisiana, and I applaud and congratulate you all. God bless.
So with the national importance of this project, we are so excited that we have the administrator of the Federal Highway System, Sean McMaster, here today with us. Administrator McMaster oversees federal investments across all of the nation's roads and bridges. Nominated by President Trump last year to lead the FHWA, he has more than 2 decades of public and private sector experience in government and in transportation policy. Please join me in welcoming Administrator McMaster. Thank you so much.
Oh, what a wonderful day. What a wonderful project. And be careful, Secretary. I may ask you to do that intro in other places. But good afternoon. What a pleasure to be here on such a momentous day. This project has been a long time in the making, but so well deserved and amazing. After serving for the president in the first term, I couldn't be more excited to be back here with the support of Secretary Duffy and the president again, serving as the Federal Highway Administrator. I'd like to start by acknowledging my fellow speakers, the Louisiana governor. This doesn't happen without his strong leadership and support. So thank you, Governor, for your attention to this critical project and what it's going to mean not only for the state, but for our country as well. I'd like to thank the Secretary, Glenn Leday, Lake Charles Mayor Marshall Simeon, Jr., Westlake Mayor Hal McMillan, and Calcasieu Bridge Partners CEO Paulo Andre. We're here today to celebrate a milestone. This is the groundbreaking of one of the most important projects in the country, the I-10 Calcasieu River Bridge Replacement Project. The bridge behind us opened in 1952, and that means this structure was already standing 4 years before President Eisenhower even got the money from Congress to build our interstate highway system. It's a 1950s bridge trying to do a 21st century job. And since this bridge opened, the United States economy has grown 10 times larger. And the number of miles we drive every year has skyrocketed by more than 600%. More than 90,000 trips are taken on average every day across this bridge. And across Louisiana, more than 20 million vehicle miles are traveled on I-10 every day. The I-10 Calcasieu River Bridge Replacement Project is hugely important as it will upgrade a key freight corridor that connects Los Angeles, California to Jacksonville, Florida. This corridor provides critical access to allow products and goods grown and manufactured in the South to reach many of our nation's port facilities and other key destinations throughout the United States. This project will improve the efficiency and reliability of movement of goods and services locally, regionally, and nationally. Today's groundbreaking is a significant step towards resolving major bottlenecks in our country. Under President Trump's leadership, we are championing private investment, ripping out the red tape so we can build bigger and faster. Secretary Duffy has been clear. He wants America to be the #1 destination for private investment in the world. Louisiana is leading the way by choosing a P3 for this bridge. This approach unlocks access to private capital and saves taxpayer dollars. Thanks to the partnership with the private sector, this bridge will be delivered more quickly and with the potential for increased innovation. This project delivery method is a prime example of how P3s can unlock projects that might otherwise sit on a wish list for decades. Under the leadership of President Trump and Secretary Duffy, the US DOT and the Federal Highway Administration are leading an ambitious effort to get America building big, beautiful roads, bridges, and highway projects again, and addressing congestion in areas across the country so we can ensure our freedom to drive. One of the ways we are already seeing states take on congestion is by partnering with the private sector, including accelerating the use of more P3s, which is exactly what Louisiana is doing here with the I-10 Calcasieu River Bridge replacement project. We see it as a model for other states to follow when it comes to P3 project delivery. We are going to get shovels in the ground to build big, beautiful bridges like the new I-10 Calcasieu River Bridge, which will address Louisiana's future congestion and capacity needs today. This project is exactly the kind of bold, innovative thinking we are looking for in our new Freedom to Drive initiative. Secretary Duffy is calling on all governors nationwide to identify their worst congestion bottlenecks and outline a plan to fix them. We are offering every tool in the federal toolbox, including encouraging states to look at leveraging the private sector like we see here in Louisiana. Beyond this bridge, the Trump administration is delivering results for the entire state. This year alone, we sent $1 billion in federal funding back to Louisiana to fix your roads and highways. That includes more than $500 million for highway maintenance and another $219 million specifically to repair local bridges. My message to the state DOT has been simple. Tell us your top priorities and we will help you finish them. That is why I'm working with Louisiana on their top priorities that they would like to accomplish during the Trump administration, with a primary focus on accelerating construction projects and streamlining the environmental review process so we can see more projects like this one get underway. Think about where we are in history. America is preparing to celebrate our 250th birthday, the 70th anniversary of our interstate, and the 100th year of the iconic Route 66. Under President Trump, the Department of Transportation is getting America building again. We are focused on addressing the bottlenecks that choke our economy, and we are finally bringing our infrastructure out of the past and into the 21st century. The Trump administration is committed to accelerating project delivery and large infrastructure projects, including signature bridges around the country that need to be replaced. We inherited a backlog of grants from the Biden administration, and Secretary Duffy identified this bridge as a critically important infrastructure project. We are so excited to be able to get this project moving. In just the first year and a half of the Trump administration, Secretary Duffy approved roughly 90% of the last secretary's 3,200 project backlog. Secretary Duffy has approved roughly 2,900 projects worth about $33 billion since the inauguration, and funding for nearly 40% of these projects has been obligated to date. We are making critical investments in transportation infrastructure that will improve the lives of Americans across the country while strengthening the economy over the long term. Secretary Duffy announced more than $700 million recently in large bridge awards, and we are continuing to invest in critical bridge projects nationwide. I want to thank you for inviting me here to be with you today. We are proud to partner with Louisiana on this major infrastructure project. I look forward to continuing our strong partnership with the Louisiana Department of Transportation and Development and all of our transportation partners and advocates across the states. We share a common interest in ensuring that our nation's transportation system is as robust as possible. I look forward to continue to work together with our state partners, with Louisiana, with the governor. Thank you for having me here today. Congratulations on this bridge project.
Now it's my pleasure to introduce our next message from Congressman Clay Higgins. Congressman Higgins has been a relentless, tireless advocate for this project. He was pivotal in building a coalition of support and helping to secure a $150 million federal mega grant, and also helping to elevate the bridge to the attention of President Trump. We are here today for a lot of his great determination. So if you can, please turn your attention to the screen for a message from him.
Today is a great day for Southwest Louisiana. When I first came into office, I knew a bridge needed to be built at I-10 and Lake Charles. They had talked about it for decades, and I understood the narrative. There was concern about the stability of the old bridge, and there was no clear plan for a new bridge. So I dove in, found out that because it had no shoulders, had no proper lanes, and according to modern standards, the bridge was not up to modern state safety codes. So we looked very carefully at it and said, yeah, this bridge is solid, but it's outdated, and it's a risk, and it needs to be replaced most certainly. And then we came to understand very clearly that a new bridge had been part of the deal when that time came, when the original bridge was picked up by the interstate system, by the federal government. So there was an appropriate federal intersection to work very closely with the state of Louisiana to build a new bridge. For decades, the people of this region have worked to deliver a new I-10 Calcasieu River Bridge. This groundbreaking marks the next phase of many, many years of focused effort. My office fought hard working alongside our state and local officials, business and industry leaders, and our federal partners to build consensus and develop a final plan that advances this critical project. Louisiana will soon have the actual bridge that has been essentially abused as a political talking point for decades. The new bridge that we're finally actually building will support new jobs, economic growth, and billions of dollars in regional industry activity. But most importantly, it means 21st century highways, safe travel, and generational growth for Louisiana families. I'd like to personally thank everyone who was involved in pushing this project forward. We couldn't be here today without you. Now let's build the bridge. God bless this project, and God bless Louisiana.
As Administrator McMaster said, we are excited to partner with private industry on this P3 effort. This is led by the Calcasieu Bridge Partners, which includes international experts in this field, supplemented by Louisiana firms committed to getting this bridge built and into service as soon as possible. Please welcome Paulo Andre, CEO of Calcasieu Bridge Partners, to the podium.
Secretary, thank you so much. So, good evening. I promise that I only have 25 pages of speech. So. Good morning, everyone, or good afternoon, or good evening, whatever place you are. Thank you for joining us on this important day for Southwest Louisiana. I want first to recognize Governor Jeff Landry. Thank you so much. The Federal Highways, Sean McMaster. Thank you, Administrator, for being here with us. And obviously the Louisiana Department of Transportation in the person of Glenn Day. Thank you to our federal, state, and local leaders and the many partners who made today possible. a special thank you for the city of Lake Charles and the Mayor Marshall Simeon. Your crews were just amazing on putting everything we have here together in the past couple of weeks and today. So thank you too, because you should seen these morning, the people over here working and preparing everything to welcome you. Thank you again. I also want to recognize my colleagues as the world-class teams from Acciona, Plenary, and Sasir, who have traveled from all over the world to be here for this project. You've already heard today about the immense impact of this bridge will have in our region for the next century. It's a lot of time. And you know that by improving mobility, this project turns a daily bottleneck into a long-term advantage for the entire Gulf Coast economy. But a project of this magnitude isn't just about pouring concrete and laying steel. It is about the people building it and the people who will use it. That is why safety is our #1 priority. From the workers on the job site to the families driving across the river, absolute safety dictates every single decision we make. Projects of this scale simply don't happen without true, deep-rooted collaboration. We are incredibly proud to work alongside the state of Louisiana, local governments, and local community stakeholders, together with the state and our global partners of Acciona, Plenary, and Saussure. We have spent years already planning to deliver a best-in-class solution. We will rely on local contractors, local suppliers, and local vendors to make these projects possible. We brought these teams together because great infrastructure is built on great partnerships. We are combining the best minds in the industry from around the globe and right here at home. And we are all pulling in the same exact direction to give Southwest Louisiana the bridge it deserves. And because we know the stakes are high, our dedication goes far beyond the engineering. We deeply understand that this project directly impacts the daily lives, businesses, and routines of the people who live and work right here and the surrounding parishes. Through the years of construction ahead, we want to be a good neighbor. That means providing you with reliable, verified information every step of the way. So you always know what to expect. Our team is fully committed to ongoing communication, transparency, and doing everything in our power to minimize disruption. To us, we're not just building a bridge, we are building trust with this community, the same community we already belong to, today and for 50 years to come. We know you are entrusting us with a vital piece of your daily lives, and our job isn't just to finish the project, it's to do it right. Today is the first step into a journey that will completely transform this corridor. We are excited to get to work and deliver a project that reflects the pride, the strength, and the resilience of Southwest Louisiana. When the dust settles and this bridge is complete, it will stand as a lasting symbol of what can be achieved when vision, leadership, and partnership unite. Years from now, people won't remember the mobility challenges. They will remember we got these done. This is a once-in-a-generation investment, and it starts exactly today. Thank you to everyone who made this moment possible. We are incredibly proud to get to work together with you. We're ready, we're committed, and we are building something that will last. Thank you, everyone. Thank you. Yeah.
Now the moment we've been looking forward to. At this time, we are honored and proud to welcome our state's Governor, Jeff Landry. Governor Landry has truly been committed to transforming our state's transportation industry. and finally delivering the much needed state-of-the-art infrastructure for all of our communities. From day one, Governor Landry prioritized and jumped in to make not only this project a reality, but a win for Southwest Louisiana. Please join me in welcoming our great governor. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. What a great day.
Sir.
Look, I'm telling you, look, it's a beautiful day here in Louisiana. Pastor, I love the invocation. I would just ask that you continue to pray for the poor people who have to go over this bridge right now until we get a new one. I also want you to pray for me because, you know, Hal is upset that we didn't do this on the Westlake side. It's been, you know, I got this bridge was project number one for me after you elected me. It started even, I think what were we at your house? Oh, yeah. He gave me so much grief. He said, you gotta up and you gotta get us a bridge. I said, we're gonna get one. You know, I think that today is a turning point, not only for Lake Charles, not only for Calcasieu Parish, but it marks a turning point for the entire state. I've been trying to break as many records as I can. And as Glenn has said this is going to be the largest infrastructure project to date, and I will say to date, that the state is embarking on. I'll also tell you something else. We've been going around the state breaking ground on all kinds of brand new bridge projects. Both him and Archie Chasson have been working around. In fact, we've been doing these groundbreakings so much that I told him, look, I can't keep all of those shovels. Just get me one shovel and we'll just make some notches on it. I want you to know, Glenn, I want the shovel today, though, on this bridge. It's a little different. This bridge, it would not be possible with many of the officials out there, Joe Donahue, who started out with us, Glenn Leday, who came after him, and all of the people that they thanked already. But I want you to know that and as I look to my Calcasieu Bridge partners and my Spanish guys, you finally got y'all guys smiling. I know I'm going to tell you all that story here in just a minute. But I want you to know there are two gentlemen that are sitting in this audience today who I would like to recognize, and I'd like to ask them, Keith and Bart, y'all stand up. Bart, Keith, y'all stand up. Y'all guys stand up. They deserve everyone's thanks. Had they not sat on me consistently, that's right. Give them all. They deserve a standing ovation. Literally, truly. They were relentless. From the day that we got elected in October, this was a priority for them. And I tell you, it's the funniest thing, Sean, you got to listen to this, because the deal we had at the beginning was terrible. It was terrible for everybody. The tolls were too high. Sean, I want you to know I saw the secretary, my good friend Sean Duffy at the White House Correspondents' Dinner before the interruption. He promised me that we were going to work on getting some more money so we can lower the tolls a little bit more. So put that down there. We got a surface transportation bill. But we didn't have a good deal. And I sat across the table from these gentlemen and we started talking about it. And I'll never forget the look on their face as we were going through the project. And what I'd heard was, why isn't the state doing it? Why are we letting other people make money off of the tolls? Why? And so I looked at him and I said, well, listen, what would it cost us? I said, what would it cost me to have 15%? And I want you to understand, you should have seen the look on their face. They figured them fellas didn't know anything about Louisiana, other things that they read in the papers about governors from Louisiana. And I think they wanted me, I think they thought I was asking them for personal stake in the bridge. But it wasn't. I said, listen, what would it cost us? I think the people of this state, and especially the people of Imperial Calcasieu, deserve an opportunity and an option to have a stake and ride the investment with you all. Because it's important. It's important because it symbolizes something. It symbolizes a true partnership, which means that every time a citizen of this state pays this particular toll, they're paying for future infrastructure improvements in Imperial Calcasieu forever. And once the bridge is paid off, which I guess Sean is going to help us pay it off a little quicker, and the president, I'm going to get to the president here in just a minute. What it means is that will continue to be an investment for you all. And guess what? Every 15 cents on the dollar that bridge pays off will be spent, has to be spent right here in Imperial Calcasieu for infrastructure projects in this area. I was also there when the president came to Calcasieu and promised us a new bridge. And I'm going to tell him when I go to DC and here shortly that we're delivering on it, but not quite enough. We need a little more money.
Yes, sir.
Right? Don't we need a little bit more money?
Yes, sir.
And I know that he loves Louisiana. He really does love Louisiana. And I'm expecting that we can shake a little bit more between him and Congressman Higgins and Speaker Johnson and Senator Kennedy and the likes, that we should be able to shake a few more dollars out there to shore up our investment and get it paid off quicker so we can start working on other infrastructure projects around the area. As I told you earlier, I can't wait to cut the ribbon for this bridge as your next governor. I want you to know. We're going to do it in Westlake. We're going to have to do it so that the people of Westlake don't sit in delays of any more trains. But for far too long, the people of Louisiana, our infrastructure projects have basically followed a terrible pattern. It was study it, announce it, delay it, repeat. Again and again. I want you to know that has ended. It has ended not only here in Calcasieu. We're going to get a bridge in Baton Rouge. We're going to finish I-49 up in North Louisiana. We are going to start implementing infrastructure projects. And I'm tired of studying. It's time to do exactly what we're doing, which is to turning dirt. Those days are over. We're not only going to be thinking big, we are executing big. And we're doing it in a way that puts Louisiana first. As I said, we set out to negotiate the best deal possible for the people of Calcasieu Parish. A deal that would secure long-term benefits, minimize the financial budgets, and position this area as a leader in infrastructure partnerships nationwide, as Sean mentioned. I think that we are going to become the pattern. I think that states are going to see the wisdom in basically partnering with these groups to help fund infrastructure projects around these P3 projects. But make no mistake about it, a deal like this doesn't happen by accident. It happens because we demand that people think outside the box and a willingness to do things differently. And I demand accountability, and I appreciate your comments as well as saying that we're going to have full transparency as this construction project moves forward. I think that is a very, very important statement, and I really do appreciate this. To everyone who's worked to make this moment possible, I want to say thank you. There's so many people who have helped us get to this point. Because of your determination, this project is a reality. Because of your vision, we have a model for the rest of the country. This bridge will stand as a testament to what is possible when determination meets action, when teamwork meets vision, when promises meet results. I want you to know that our state is changing. If you haven't noticed it, our state is changing. And it's changing finally in a good way with over $100 billion of private investment. And y'all know where a lot of that investment is. It's right here and counting and counting. that's equating to over 124,000 new job opportunities for the people of Louisiana. And for the very first time in this state, the amount of investment that's pouring into the state is touching everyone. Doesn't matter where you live. It's also the type of investment that's going to keep our best and our brightest right here in the state. We're going to quit exporting our talent out of Louisiana. We get to keep them here in Louisiana. So long after we're gone, I believe that this bridge will stand as a reminder of that transformation. So I can't wait to celebrate it. I hope you take pride in today for what it symbolizes. I hope that we use today to carry that momentum forward as we build a Louisiana that works for our families, that works for our businesses, that works for every community, and works for the future that we all share. God bless you. Thank you so very much. Let's go break some ground.
Appreciate it. Governor, it's truly an honor to serve for you and work in this great state to continue to transform transportation. We want to give a standing ovation to Governor Landry for his dedication, if you don't mind. Yeah, thank you. Well, now for the moment we've been waiting on is the groundbreaking. So if you bear with us, we'll go over here to the show.